There are three basic considerations that you'll hear over and over again when people are talking about and discussing cybersecurity. Those three different aspects are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So let's break those down. Confidentiality considerations include the fact that only those who need access to information and have been properly trained on cybersecurity should have that information, especially when that information is particularly sensitive. So said another way, learning about cybersecurity yourself as a manager or a business owner, and then training others who you work with about these issues will help prevent security breaches when those who are authorized, and so the few people who are authorized, accidentally disclose that information to outsiders. And so if it's not already apparent, I'll break this down. Your goal should be to A, ensure information is not disclosed to unauthorized people, and then B, ensure that those few authorized people have the information to know what ways the information can be misused and fall into the wrong hands, because if those few people know that information, it'll make it more likely that they can take steps to avoid the problems. So very straightforward. Integrity. Considerations for integrity include making sure that your information is not improperly modified or destroyed. And so if you maintain information integrity, no one will be able to claim that your information is inaccurate. So you'll learn more about this later, but when we get information from someone, we don't want to modify that information so it's incorrect. We want people to be able to know exactly what information that we collected from them. We want to know when other people are changing information without our permission. So if an employee decides to sabotage our lists by changing all sorts of different metrics, we want to be able to know that it happened. And so the idea is that we want to maintain data integrity and make sure that information that we have is not easily able to be modified or destroyed without us knowing about it. Availability. Finally, your information should always be available to you and reliably. So the idea is if you need to pull up a certain piece of information, it might be a customer list, it might be data that a user submitted to your website, you should be able to access this easily. You shouldn't have to go through a bunch of different documents to get to it, and this prevents you from giving access to large amounts of data to all sorts of different people, so they have to search through all sorts of places that they shouldn't be to find it. Instead, you should be able to pull it up quickly, or a manager should be able to pull it up quickly and give the person exactly what they need. And this is also a consideration because the ideal way to hold data for individuals is that if the individuals request you to give them what you have, then you want to be able to do that in an efficient manner. And so European data laws are often more stringent about people's ability to access their information if they request it, and people being able to access information that is accurate as to what they provided. We won't be touching too much on that, but just know generally that the best information is always available. It's always confidential to the extent it needs to be, and you always try to maintain the integrity of that information, and you know when the information's integrity has been compromised.